The fake Bhutanese refugee scandal continues to send shockwaves in the country's political fraternity. UML Secretary and former Deputy Prime Minister Top Bahadur Raimachi was arrested in the late evening yesterday, while arrest warrants were issued in the name of Pratik Thapa, the son of former Home Minister Ram Bahadur Thapa and former lawmaker Angtawa Sherpa earlier in the day. The 12 others alleged individuals, including former Home Minister Balkrishna Khand, were produced at the district court to record their statement by the government attorney yesterday. Good morning, I'm Sarah Chitrakar and these are the headlines of the hour. On the run, UML Secretary Top Bahadur Raimachi arrested from Kathmandu's Buranil Kantha, being produced at Kathmandu District Court today. Nepal-Bangladesh Secretary-level energy meet in Dhaka begins from today. Investment on hydel projects and cross-country transmission lines top agendas. Move Forward Party in Thailand wins most seats and largest share of vote as voters reject years of military rule. MFP and Pheu Thai projected to win 286 seats out of 500. And Arsenal's fading title hopes dealt a devastating blow after losing to Brighton to leave leaders Manchester City one win away from a fifth Premier League title in 6 seasons. On the run, CPN UML Secretary and former Deputy Prime Minister Top Bahadur Raimachi, who was alleged in the fake Bhutanese refugee scam, has been arrested from the capital's Buranil Kantha late yesterday evening and is being produced at the Kathmandu District Court today. Chief of Kathmandu Police Range Dan Bahadur Karki informed that Raimachi was arrested from the residence of one of his relatives in Buranil Kantha. Police investigations have revealed connection of Raimachi with Commission agents Keshav Dulal and Sanu Bhandari, both of whom are already arrested. Police have also confiscated a check worth 15 million rupees that was received by Sandeep Raimachi, son of Top Bahadur Raimachi. Sandeep has already been arrested, while the police had issued an arrest warrant in the name of senior Raimachi on 4th of May earlier this month. Raimachi had been on the run since the arrest warrant was issued on his name, while CPN UML has already expelled him from the party membership. The Kathmandu District Court has granted an additional 4-day police custody to the 12 arrested individuals in the fake Bhutanese refugee scam. The police had taken the 12 alleged culprits along with former Home Minister Balkrishna Khand to the Kathmandu District Court. The police can have a leeway of keeping the alleged culprits of an organized crime for a maximum of 60 days to carry out investigations. The police have issued an arrest warrant against former Home Minister and CPN UML Vice Chairperson Ram Bahadur Thapa's son Pratik for his alleged involvement in the fake Bhutanese refugee scam. It has been revealed that Thapa's son Pratik was in contact with the racketeers involved in the scam and financial transactions were made. The police issued the arrest warrant against Pratik on the basis of the statement given by former Home Minister Thapa's advisor Indrajit Rai, who is already in police custody for his alleged involvement in the scam. An arrest warrant in the case has also been issued against former parliamentarian and Nepali Congress leader of Ramechhap, Angtawa Sherpa. Sherpa is alleged of taking money from various people to take them to the United States and meeting members of the racketeers involved in the scam. The First Amendment draft bill related to curbing corruption that has been presented in the Parliament will be sent to the Parliamentary Committee for discussion. The proposal to forward the draft bill received from the National Assembly to the Committee for discussion is scheduled to be presented in the Parliament on behalf of Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal. The meeting of the House of Representatives is slated for 1 p.m. today. Likewise, today's meeting is scheduled to pass the proposal of a mourning for demise of former lawmaker Purushottam Bosnit. The government has been criticized for introducing statute of limitation on corruption case in the Parliament, which was not included in the previous act. However, according to the proposed bill, corruption case will not continue after 5 years. The bill was presented to the National Assembly by former Prime Minister K.P. Sharma Oli on 28th of January 2020. The bill was passed by the National Assembly and was presented at the House of Representatives on 25th of April this year. The Weather Forecasting Division has predicted change in weather condition and light rainfall in some parts of Koshi, Bagmati, Gandaki, Karnali and Sudur Pashchim provinces. Rain has continued in some parts of Gandaki and Karnali provinces since early morning today. The Weather Forecasting Division had predicted storm and rainfall to continue for 3 days since yesterday in majority of the areas across the country. Rain was witnessed in Kathmandu last night, while the storm had caused minor damages. Meteorologist Rojan Lamichhane informed that yesterday's bad weather that began from Gandaki province affected Bagmati and Koshi provinces as well. The division has urged the general public to remain alert amid changes in weather until Wednesday. We'll take a short break here. We have more news coming up. The 5th Nepal-Bangladesh Secretary-level energy meet is scheduled to start in Dhaka, Bangladesh from today. Investment on hydropower projects and cross-country transmission lines are the top agendas of the meet. According to the Ministry of Energy, discussions will be held on how to move forward the joint investment on the 683-megawatt Sunkoshi 3rd project. A joint secretary-level meeting is scheduled for today, followed by a secretary-level meeting tomorrow. Prior to this, an agreement was inked between the two countries during the 4th secretary-level energy meet in Kathmandu last August for Nepal to sell for 50 megawatts of electricity to Bangladesh. During the 10th Nepal-India Secretary-level energy meet held in Rajasthan in February earlier this year, the southern neighbor agreed to let Nepal export 50 megawatts of electricity to Bangladesh via India. Riding on the agreement, Nepal had proposed to sell the electricity generated from Likhu 4 hydropower project. However, India has not yet given its approval to do so. Energy entrepreneurs say that Nepal has not been able to implement past agreements due to the frequent change in governments. The 4th Nepal-Bangladesh Secretary-level energy meet held last August had inked an agreement for the two countries to propose to India a trilateral understanding to construct a dedicated electricity transmission line between Nepal and Bangladesh. The Energy Ministry has informed that energy trade will be given priority in the energy meet this time around. The distribution of Milamchi drinking water in the Kathmandu Valley has been halted from today. The senior division engineer of the Milamchi drinking water project, Padam Bahadur Kumar, informed that distribution of Milamchi drinking water has been halted for 2 weeks to conduct required repair works in the source of the drinking water project area. Equipment is set to be installed and repair will be done to enable operation of the project during minor floods as well. The authorities have said that water flow has to be stopped to install new cylinder in the headworks at gate number 9. Arrangements are set to be made to enable access to shut down the project during flash floods. The authorities have said that distribution of Milamchi drinking water in the valley will resume following the completion of repair works. Time now for our segment, Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Here's the question: what should be done to increase the use of electric vehicles and appliances? Your options are A, government grant, B, invest on infrastructure, and C, general awareness. Voting is on. Tap any WS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Time now for international update. Move Forward Party wins most seats and largest share of vote in election as voters reject years of military rule in Thailand. Thailand's reformist opposition has won the most seats and the largest share of the popular vote in the country's election in a stunning rejection of nearly a decade of military and military-backed rule. The Progressive Move Forward Party (MFP) and the populist Pheu Thai Party were far out in front with 99% of votes counted. Together, they are projected to win 286 seats from the 500 up for grabs, but uncertainty remains about whether they will form the next government since the 250 military-appointed members of the upper house also vote on the Prime Minister. That means MFP and PU Thai will need to negotiate deals with many other parties in order to be able to form the next administration. With 99% of preliminary results released on the Election Commission website, the progressive MFP, formed only in 2020, had a total of 148 seats, 113 directly elected and 35 from the party list, reflecting its overall national support. PU Thai, linked to the billionaire Shinawatra family, had a total of 138 seats, 111 directly elected and 27 from the party list, with Bhumjai Thai third on 70 seats. The United Thai Nation Party of incumbent Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha, who led the 2014 coup as army chief, was trailing in fifth with 36 seats. Sudanese officials have met with delegates of UN agencies to discuss crisis management and aid assistance after a month of fighting caused the humanitarian situation to deteriorate. Sudanese Finance Minister Jibril Ibrahim said he discussed in the meeting with Special Representative in Sudan, Volker Perthes, several issues including water shortage. The meeting took place in Port Sudan, where a large number of Sudanese people recently resided after fleeing the war-ridden capital. About 200,000 have fled into neighboring countries and more than 700,000 have been displaced inside Sudan, triggering a humanitarian crisis that threatens to draw in outside powers and destabilize the region. Turkey headed for a runoff presidential vote after President Tayyip Erdogan outperformed projections in Sunday's election as he sought to extend his two-decade rule, holding a sizable lead over his rival but falling short of an outright majority. Neither Erdogan nor rival Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu cleared the 50% threshold needed to avoid a second round to be held on May 28 in an election seen as a verdict on Erdogan's increasingly authoritarian path. The presidential vote will decide not only who leads Turkey, a NATO member country of 85 million, but also whether it reverts to a more secular democratic path, how it will handle its severe cost of living crisis, and manage key relations with Russia, the Middle East, and the West. Kılıçdaroğlu, who said he would prevail in the runoff, urged his supporters to be patient and accused Erdogan's party of interfering with the counting. Erdogan performed better than pre-election polls that had predicted, and he appeared in a confident and combative mood as he addressed his flag-waving, cheering supporters. Kılıçdaroğlu has pledged to revive democracy after years of state repression, return to orthodox economic policies, empower institutions that lost autonomy under Erdogan, and rebuild frail ties with the West. And we have more news coming up, but right now it's time for another short break. Time now for sports update.
Sports news.
Defending champions Machindra take on relegation strugglers Kumartar Youth Club in today's match under A Division League. This match at Anfac Complex grounds kicks off at 3 p.m. The title contenders Machindra FC have 27 points to their name from 17 matches. Up next is the weather update. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.